All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now our first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, watch your leg.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mike 22. Come on, baby.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 43.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one 45. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
60 outlaw, General West. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Fair. Go. Hey, seam 6. Get it up.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wide, get wide. Slam. Hey, Sam off. Leo. Check.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Hard. Check. Hey, lock it. Whip.
Locke now on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Crash. 6-6, pull it high.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Go! 10 Tucson.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Shift. Rush in. 22 jet bomber. Go.
From the 44, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Check 52. Hey, Haywood. Hey, check 24.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Johnson's got it complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 3. Check 9. Ready.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Down. 60 or. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third down.
Okay, ready?
51's the mic.
Switch. Ready?
51's the mic.
On third down, here's Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up fourth down. They're going with Lindsey. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I know you felt that one.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
60 outlaw.
Desmond King on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup.
From the 30 on second down. Lock.
Chargers 30-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 52.
Get that quarterback. And all.
Play action now. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Clock now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam, slam. Mike's 49.
Greystone, Travis.
49.
Go, go. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. They still can't. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play fake. Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it's not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Look at me. Go. Squeeze. 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back. To the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run here with Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Motion. Hey, Charlie.
49, check 49, check 49.
Be careful.
To throw on third down. Lock. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check, 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 check. Mike. Mike's 51. Here we go, G.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit. No, bam.
Check 99. Check 99.
Gone.
Shoot. Watch the safety creep.
Now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm on. Jim.
Where are they, team?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
52's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Third and long here for Mariota. And he'll find Hall. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
At the Broncos' 27-yard.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Switch.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 19-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Complete. It's Johnson. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down is Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, echo. Hey, Sam off. Leo. Ready?
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Locke now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
One. You ain't going nowhere.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gordon. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Broncos 25-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's it, baby.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. Complete to Kenyon Drake.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 5.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He finds Beckham, complete. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. We're scoreless after one. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Hit, 180. Check 59. All day, every day.
From the 38, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Let's get it.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. This is the tight end, Njoku. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming this way, here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check safety, check safety.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job. On the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throw caught here by Bird. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Sponge, no. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. What? Same old. Sling. Check 26, check 26. Check. Hatch it.
1st down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 45 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mayfield looks to throw, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Landry again the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Echo. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Silver. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
57's Mike. Squeeze. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. 36.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the...